very curious about how the energy on land has been over the past week. Yes, girl, yes. You know, we had some sunshine. A little sun poisoning, maybe. It's been a wild ride. Oh, I miss you guys too, really. Being on that cruise was so, like, isolating in a way that I'm looking back on now as being such a good thing. In that moment while I was there, it felt very isolating sometimes in a way that was like so disconnected from everything. But now that I'm back, I'm like, oh, there was a reason for that. There was a big reason for that. Because I came back on land and I was like, what have you guys been going through? That was a crazy week. Felt crazy once I touched grass. Stress-filled highs and lows. Yeah, I felt the highs and lows in my own way for sure. Ooh, there was so much beautiful family time. Hello, welcome in, Katie. It's good to have you here. Good to see you all. So much beautiful family time, and yet when I have a large family, there's always going to be something, there's always going to be something that comes up. So, hello, welcome in. Thank you for being here over on YouTube. Thank you. I'm so happy to be back. I even feel like the second that I turned on live, I'm like, oh, my energy's back. I know myself again. Like, it's like I was missing this part of me, Been eating so bad and getting back to my old habits, and that's what I totally felt. Oh, I mean, I totally understand because I had an all-you-can-eat buffet, so I was right there with you. I think, and it's interesting because when I came home from the trip, everything purged. Everything purged. Like, yesterday, it's like I couldn't even hold anything in my body. Like, everything was just like, get it out. Time to go. Change your energy. Like, there's a huge transformation that happened yesterday. I don't know if it has been happening all week that I just haven't been feeling, but once I got home yesterday, it was like everything hit me. Well, I didn't get home yesterday. Monday I got home, but it was still like, it was late at night, and then yesterday was my first full day, and then everything was just like, woof, flushing me out. Grand Rising, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here. How was your vacation? It was so good. It was so good. You know what I am going to say? I don't think I'll do a cruise in a very long time. I've said, like, I might do a cruise in like maybe 10 years or longer, but honestly, I don't know if it was for me. There was just this feeling of like, I am trapped on this boat and there is nowhere I can go. There's nothing I can do about that. Because there was one of the days we went to Jamaica, and Jamaica just got hit by a hurricane. There was like, it really wasn't that, like, there was no way to really get off and do anything in Jamaica. And then the day after that, our land time got canceled as well. So it was like, we only had 2 days that we were off the boat out of this 8 days that we were on it, which was pretty crazy. But I did get lots of sun. There was just a lot of people. There was just people all over the place. And I was like, it's good and all, but geez, get out of my space. But it was very, very lovely. There was just a lot of fun entertainment, good food, and mainly it was just like family time. Like, that's what it was. That was what it was for. My mom loved it. Like, her reaction was so great. I think I showed a little bit of it on my TikTok, but I'm gonna make a full vlog about everything that we did, which is gonna be, I'm making that vlog right now, and it's like, oh my gosh, so much footage, so much stuff. Yo, welcome in. It's good to have you guys here. On that reason, on the boat, lots and lots. Yes, it is a lot. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. I do feel like I was like extra protected. Drove across the country. I'm still so drained and weak. So you just did a trip as well? Yeah, there was so much. I feel like I am in death. The last 3 days feeling better today. I die a lot. Valid, Katie. The energy's been wild. Yeah, it's been really wild. Really, really wild. Hello, welcome in. Good to have you over here on YouTube. Oh, it's good to be back with the collective, isn't it? It just feels like family. Let's do a little big hug here. It's good to be back with you guys. It really is. Yeah, it was really good. Really good is what I can say about that. Of course, again, like I said, when you have a big family, people are going to be mad about something. But something that was really nice that I didn't think was going to be so nice is there was a gym on the boat, and oh my gosh, that was probably one of my favorite things. Oh, actually, my favorite thing was the first day that we landed somewhere, the first time that we were able to get off the boat, I met an octopus. Like, not by doing an excursion or anything. Like, it just naturally was there when I was like looking into the ocean. There was an octopus, and it was crazy, and I was singing to it, and me and the octopus, yes, I saw it walking. It was like so random too. Like, no one else saw the octopus. No one else, like, well, because octopuses are also like, they can camouflage themselves. Y'all, I've watched, if you guys haven't seen the documentary already, My Octopus Teacher, please go watch it. It's literally my favorite documentary of all time. I've watched it so many times because I think it's so cool. And that basically is kind of what happened. I saw this octopus, and then I saw it like hide, and then I just was like singing to it, and I just like stared at it probably for like 10-15 minutes, and then I was like, I should probably get out of your space. So then I left, and yeah, that was like probably my favorite moment of the whole time, was interacting with an octopus. That was pretty cool. Yes, you do need to watch it, My Octopus Teacher. It's like kind of emotional, but it's like really cool. Octopus are really cool. Octopi. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. Yeah, they're very intelligent. So when I was singing to it, it had this energy of like, OMG, you have intelligence similar to I. And so we were like interacting through vibration, even though they were still like kind of, you know, camouflaged into the coral that it was sitting on. It was just really, really cool. It was really cool. I'm afraid of the deep waters because of what's in there and the unknown. So valid, so valid. My sister, while we were on the boat, kept saying, she was like, I could never be a pirate because the sirens would have called me in. I would have jumped in by now. She was having a hard time not connecting with the ocean in that way. She just wanted to jump in, which I totally had felt multiple times as well. I was like, oh, I just want to jump in. Just give me time to jump in. But obviously we can't do that on a cruise, but at some points we did. Yeah, so there was actually only one time out of that whole 8 days that I was able to be in the ocean, which is fine. Just the other times, I guess there was just like a lot of wind, which I also kind of predicted this to happen because it was the spring equinox and there was so much energy shifting that was happening. So I kind of had that assumption that that was going to happen on the ocean because ocean is one of the biggest vortex. So there was a lot of that, like a lot of wind that was happening that made it hard to even get into the ocean. And then there was something else I was gonna say. I don't know. It was just really fun. My first time out of the US, we went to Mexico. It was still very touristy, so it was kind of like, it wasn't really the experience of like experiencing a different country. But it was my first time, which is really fun, really exciting. Really wonderful voyage. I'm glad you had that journey. I am too. I'm really, really glad. I think all of us in my family were like, I don't think we'll do this again in a long while, but we're really, really glad that it happened. Might be doing a Caribbean cruise in November. That'll be my first time. Yes! I love that for you. I love that for you. I think the other thing was it was spring break for a lot of people, so there was probably a lot more than maybe in other times of the year. A lot of people, which is good and all, but sometimes I need my alone time. Sometimes I need a break. No, but it is really good. Okay, coming back to the collective. Oh, that's okay. The room thing is also really interesting. Yes, the rooms are super tight because we had like inside rooms, so we didn't have a balcony, so it was like really like, oh, like I was in the womb of the ship, and it was wild. It felt a little bit claustrophobic, which is fine and all, but one thing that was really weird was that there was like this girl on the wall, like this image of a girl, like this picture, but she kind of looked like she was a statue, but then she had one butterfly over one eye, and then there was a ton of crystals on the wall, but it was just very odd that she only had one eye, and she was like staring right over my bed the whole time, and I was like, this feels weird. This feels a little odd. So yeah, that happened. That was something I had to just like kind of ignore that she was there, but I did connect with her spirit, and it felt very odd. There was something really weird about that experience. There was also something really weird about the food that we were eating, because it didn't feel like food. It literally felt like fluff. Like I could eat a ton of food and not actually like feel full, which was really odd. It was the whole thing. What was your favorite part of the cruise? I miss the ocean so bad. Yes, my favorite part of the cruise probably was meeting the octopus. There was something else that was like really fun as well that I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I really did enjoy going to the gym on the cruise. That might sound like really silly, but there was something so like good about being able to exercise and like just looking out on the ocean while I'm walking on a treadmill. There was something so amazing about that. There was something else in my mind that I wanted to mention that was really cool. I think mainly just like enjoying the sun and being with family, I think was just really lovely. There was a ton of like really beautiful like shows. They had good like shows, and you could tell that the actors and the dancers just loved what they did, and it showed. So that was really nice. Yeah, that's what I'll say about that. No dolphins. No, I didn't see any dolphins. I didn't see any whales, and I didn't see any mermaids. Rip. Damn fluff. Yeah. The sunsets were cool. Yeah, they were really cool. They were really cool. So we'll come back in. The other thing that I was going to say is it was super cleansing though, just being on the ocean, because anytime that I would connect with anything or do anything, it was just like spirit saying, flush out your system. So, hello Jodie, we miss you, welcome back. I missed you guys too. I really, really did. I really, really did. It hit me pretty hard actually in the beginning. I was like, I miss my people, because it is hard being around people that think that you're crazy for a week and a half. It's not always the most easy, especially when we had St. Patrick's Day, especially when we had the spring equinox. But luckily, it's like I can see my family shifting. Like even my sister was like, it's New Year's, which was like really cool that she was like, oh, it's New Year's, it's not spring equinox. And so she was like, Happy New Year's, and I just got to say Happy New Year's to everyone on the spring equinox, which was really cool. And everyone was kind of just in on it. I think this trip, like, I did open up a lot more about, certain spiritual concepts, and it did feel like it was more received, but still at that, it was still like, okay, but that's kind of delusional, which is, it is what it is. They'll learn when they want to learn. So it's good to be back. It's really good to be back. I really did miss y'all. I missed you not going to lie. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, let's come back into the collective, because I really want to tune in with what's going on in your guys' field. How was your guys' week? Let me know what was going on for you. I heard lots of emotional shifting. Oh, what I was saying, yes. while I was on the ocean, just constantly being cleansed. And so when I got back on land, it was like everything cleansed out of me. And even when I was looking at myself yesterday in the mirror, I was like, what? Why do you look like that? Like, I looked weird. And that also always tells me that there is a identity shift, a consciousness shift, transformation. And this goes into the words of the day. Words of the day: transformation, shifting, movement, celebrate, rest, rejuvenate, and upgrades. I think all of those can make a lot of sense to you guys. That's kind of what we're going through right now. In this shift, there is so much transformation, so much upgrade, so much rejuvenation as well that is taking place here. So we can tune into that as much as we want. Let's open up the crown chakra here. Did you guys stay consistent with your spiritual hygiene? Did you not? Did you rest? Were you superhuman? Did you connect deeply with your team, opening up the third eye? And it's okay, whatever you did, because that is your experience, and your experience is meant to be exactly what it is. Did anyone else experience... Oh, this is what I was going to say. I got sick basically the whole week that I was on the cruise. I was sick. And I hadn't been sick in a very long time. So that also was its own way of like purging. I literally had like a fever the first night. And then was super congested, had a really bad cough, basically the whole trip. And now I'm just now kind of recovering. So that's also spirit sitting me down and being like, okay, you've been healing everyone else. Now you got to heal yourself. So that was my experience this week as well. It was a lot of inner transformation, a lot of inner healing, a lot of time to myself to connect with what I needed, which was really beautiful. So really opening up that throat chakra. Did anyone else get a sore throat? I heard someone else commented on one of my videos that said a lot of people are getting sore throats to try to, I don't know what it is. Opening that up just a bit deeper, going down into the heart space, opening here. Feels really good to be back doing this stuff, you guys. It's a completely different energy too, if you can't tell. Did I get seasick? Honestly, not as bad as some other people. I think I was just generally nauseous. It didn't feel like it was from the sea itself. Like, I kind of enjoyed it. It felt like I was being like rocked like a baby. Like I said, in the womb. I was like in this womb space. But it was definitely weird coming back to land and being like still thinking that I'm like rocking on the boat. Yeah, so I don't think I got super seasick. If I did, it was very little. But I know that my siblings did. Hi, love. Welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. It's good to have you here. I watched one of the healing sessions that I had with you on YouTube. I got so sick on my trip too. Aww. I also, when I got back to land, when I had some internet, I also watched some of my videos just to bring me back. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Lots of tea, yeah. The sea legs, yeah. Yeah. Yes. There was just a lot of like movement is what I felt moreover. So we're feeling into the solar plexus here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, let me move this over here on YouTube. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Sun-kissed. Kissed by the gods. Yeah. It was funny because one of the only days that I got burnt... Oopsies, wrong button. One of the only days that I got burnt was a day that was like cloudy. That always gets you, right? The cloudy days where you don't put as much sunscreen on, and boy was I burnt after that. So yeah, for the collective, there's a lot happening in the solar plexus. A lot of transformation in the solar. Spirit, can you clarify here? It's as if it got a little bit hard over this past week. So for those that feel a little bit more guarded here today, or feel like your shell is a little bit more, let it go. It's okay. You are safe to feel. Just because the world around you may have chaos doesn't mean that you have to be stuck in your shell. You can flow through it and choose to transform it, creating a new reality altogether. That's what we are stepping into. Be open to greater possibilities. If you are stuck on an idea of reality being something bad, you are going to create that. Give yourself the opportunity to open that shell and create something greater. So let that solar plexus open up. Let it move. It's okay. You're allowed to trust. Connect with your spirit team. It was really odd this week as well for me. It felt like there was less connection that I had with my spirit team. I don't know if anyone else felt that, where there was kind of like this, again, it might be very different for me because I was on vacation, where it was like they were like stepping back, just allowing me to be, just allowing me to really be in my human condition. So that felt really interesting. And then coming back, it was like, oh, it felt like just like a beautiful hug to connect with my spirit team. There we go. Keep opening it up. Yeah. There's, oftentimes our spirit team will do that. They'll allow us to learn on our own. Or sometimes we've been activating so much that they take a step back so that we can integrate. So for me, it was very much like I was really being called to be human, to not heal anyone, to not do anything super spiritual in my nature, but just really focus on myself and what I can do for me. And that was the intention for this last week. If you don't get burnt on a cruise, did you even go? Worst sunburn of my life. Mine also stepped back and just kept reminding me of how beautiful it is to be human and what that means for me right now. Absolutely. I kind of felt that for the general collective as well, so let me know if you guys also felt that. Yeah, thank you, Puja. So we're still working in that solar plexus down in the lower solar as we're opening up a bit more, allowing the body to receive more trust and more forgiveness is what I'm feeling, and respect into the body. Bringing this energy back into the body. Really allowing that to flow and swirl into the solar plexus. Bringing that light, amplifying. I was focused in on my earthly life lots. Yes, I think a lot of us really were focused on the earth, that humanness, because that's where we transform reality, right? That's why we are in the human form. And so I think because they gave us this moment of like really deeply being human, this next week, there's going to be a lot more focus on deep activation, transformation, ascension, upgrades, things like that. So again, like we always say, there's these highs and these lows. And we talked about in the March energy update, I'm pretty sure that March is going to have higher highs and lower lows. And that experience is going to be had very, very viscerally, very openly. And so that's something that we are still feeling. I didn't want to hear one spiritual concept last week. Same, honestly. Hello, welcome. Okay, so let's go down. We're going to open up that lower. For some reason, there's like this weird stuckness here in between the solar and the sacral. What is that, Spirit? It's like the old version of you, like the inner child version of you almost. The confidence that you had is just not the same. The human that you were is not the same. And you have to fully accept that in order to continue to move forward. You have to, it's almost like, I was talking to a friend yesterday, it's almost like letting go of a very emotionally tied thing in your life. Let's say it's clothing. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Maybe there's a piece of clothing that you have emotional ties to, but it doesn't fit you. It's not your style anymore. It's nothing that you actually tune into any longer. But because it has emotional ties to someone or something in the past, you're holding on to it. They're saying, let it go. Open that up. Trust that there's the new version of you that is here. And when you're able to take those clothes out, you have more room then for the new clothes to come in to your life, to create the greatest and newest version of you, which is essential when you're creating your greatest reality. Keeping the old energies of suppression isn't going to help you any longer. Donate it, let it go, burn it, whatever feels good to you. Because there's a new version of you that is coming online at this time, in this moment. Okay, going into the sacral chakra. There we go. That opened it up. That was the gateway that we needed. You feel the inner child. There's actually a deep bliss in the inner child's field. There's a softness. There's like this feeling of like being in the womb again, or like being a fetus and just in fetal position, cuddled up. After a yoga session, when you just go onto your side and just curl into a ball, that's this feeling here in the womb, which is a really good feeling. We're really glad that we're there because there is so much beautiful creation on the horizon. There is so much beautiful creation that is stirring in the womb. But right now, your womb is asking you to rest because you are about to run a race, a marathon. And you want to be rested before you do that. So right now, this week, even in the words of the day, we have celebrate, rest, rejuvenate, upgrades, right? Rest, rejuvenate. That's the energy here in the womb. That's the energy here with the inner child. And maybe even a little bit of dying to self. So many of you guys might have felt that this week of like dying. Because you're dying to the old version of you. Just rest here in the womb. Going down into the root, opening this up. I'm doing a heavy crisis. It's heavy on my soul. Yeah, that's definitely really difficult. I think I can stay a bit more positive because I am a little bit more disconnected. That's just a bit more of my truth. I don't have to physically be around a ton of people that are really depressed or really down in the gutter. I really don't. Like, the people that I connect with often tend to be you guys that are healers or things like that. And even at that, I have a ton of spiritual boundaries around me, and like alchemy points that allow any energy that comes in to be transformed into beautiful energy. So that's it for me. But also, I stay positive because I know that the world is actually getting better, even though in right in front of our eyes it might not look like that. But that's because things have to be destroyed before it can be rebuilt. And I just keep seeing the vision and the knowing that we are rebuilding in this moment. Through us choosing joy, or through us choosing to understand that something greater is coming, it keeps me inspired and it keeps me going. But also, it doesn't mean that that's always the best solution. Because sometimes the best solution really is to just feel really sad, is to feel really depressed, is to feel really bad. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that there's anything greater about that or less than that. That is just the human experience where you're allowed to fully feel what is going on. But at the end of the day, even when you are feeling, when you're fully in that space of deeply being depressed about the situation of the world, still knowing that it will get better is the way to keep going. Things go down in order to go up. Things go up in order to go down. Understanding that is a constant cycle. It's constantly moving. It's okay. It's okay to not always be happy. Unraveling right now, yes. The revealing is taking place. So in that revealing, there's so much density coming to the surface. There's so much purging happening in collective consciousness. That doesn't always feel good. And it's so completely valid to acknowledge that feeling. Yes, the sadness is because we love. Yes. I was telling my sister-in-law about that because she was asking me, do I still identify with bipolar disorder? And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I do. I do, because I think that I do still feel those deep highs and those deep lows. But the way that I move through it is because I fully feel them without projecting or without holding myself back. Because when we try to hold ourselves back from the feelings try to scream in our face even stronger. If we're feeling really sad and we're trying to push down the sadness says, you have to be sad. It screams in our face until the moment that we get really sad and really depressed. We just have to listen to it at the first time that it tells us. Allow your body to feel sad. And it'll move so much quicker, so much easier. You don't have to go all the way down. Oh, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Christopher. Yeah. All emotions are meant to be felt, absolutely. I saw something about calling in a council of Indigenous grandmothers instead of a president, and I'm calling that in every day. Oh, I love that. I love that. Make sure y'all are drinking lots of water. If you guys do want to get on the list, my list is open as well. Let me open up that bottom root chakra. We've just had a lot to talk about today. The root was actually the hardest one for me to connect in. I mean, it always is. But it was really interesting as I came back to land to feel how slow my roots wanted to extend. And that's why having a daily practice of connecting with your roots is so important. So opening up that root chakra and allowing the body to be safe here. You are safe to be sensitive. You are safe to feel all that you need to feel. You are safe to purge out the old energy. You are safe to be a light in the world that wants you to be suffering. You are safe to be happy when others around you are not. And you are also safe to be sad when others around you are not. You are safe to feel all of your feelings because all of your feelings are divine in nature. You are home in your body. You are home in your soul. Feel that energy moving down through the hips, the thighs, the back of the thighs, the knees, the back of the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, and the feet pushing down into the earth, grounding in, grounding. Bring those roots deeper and deeper. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to be connected with those roots, doesn't it? Feel the earthiness. Feel the love. Oh, we saw like a little Mayan ruins thing, but it didn't, I don't know if it was actually real. But that was also a cool experience. Okay, going down into the earth deeper. All the way down to the crystalline core. Wrap your roots around the core. Feel the light flowing down through your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, down into the earth, grounding in. Bringing that light all the way through your roots, flushing out your system here now and going all the way around the earth as we shift this energy out into the collective consciousness. As we provide a way, a pathway, a light for others that are following this path to follow. As we know that a lot of us are called to be the leaders. of this human shift. Feel so deeply into your purpose and trust it. And so it is. Sending that out and around. Oh, I love that, Darren. Oh, you're so, no worries at all, Abby. Work is definitely priority. I know that a lot of you guys watch me while you're at work, which I love, sending that through your work environment. All right, bringing this energy back up through your roots, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees, thighs, hips, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, all the way up into the heavens, allowing this to be your truth. It feels right to you, bringing this energy all the way back down and around you. And so it is. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. All right, let's get into these individual sessions. I know a couple of you guys sent Native Matriarchy rights. Okay, Allison and Katie. So much releasing out of the lungs, y'all. It's crazy. Crazy. Give me a second on checking in on these because my computer is a little bit slow right now. It hasn't been used in a week. Over a week, y'all. It was a lot. Oh my gosh, y'all, I didn't even tell you. I didn't even tell you about the traveling. So what day was it? Sunday. We go to the airport and we get on the plane and we sit there. I'm in the middle seat, by the way. I'm 6 feet tall in the middle seat. It's rough. It's rough. And we sit there and we sit there and we sit there for 3.5 hours. The plane doesn't go anywhere. We're still in Florida. We're still in Florida. They tell us, get off the plane. Get. We have something to fix. So we get off the plane, we get a little food, and then they tell us at about 11 p.m., okay, we can get on the plane. So then we get on the plane. We sit there for another hour. And then they say, actually, the pilot is timed out. He can't actually fly any longer because it would be over like his max amount of time that he's allowed to fly. So we have to get off the plane again. Go find a hotel room and an Uber. So at this time, we get an Uber at about 1 a.m. We get to our hotel room at like 1:30 a.m. And then we have to go back the next day to get on the plane. It was crazy! And everyone, like, once we actually got off the land, everyone was like cheering in the airplane. We were all so excited. Okay, what am I doing here? Allison. So that was a fun little story time that happened. But also when I went down, I didn't realize that me and my sister had the same flight. And that was pretty fun. Then we had a surprise, like she was already planning on going kayaking in a springs in Florida. So I just got to follow along and it was pretty fun. Pretty good time. That was probably honestly my favorite thing. Okay, sorry, another story time. Okay, so we have Katie, we have Allison, Katie, Anna. Anyone else? Anyone else tune in? Once every 6 months. 6 feet tall, what? Yes, bro. And then Jodie. Then we were looking at what business class was because I was like, I don't even know what business class is. And then I looked at business class. Oh my gosh, this is good. It's gonna be so amazing. I'm so excited for flying to France. I'm so excited. Okay, nightmare, right? Did you enjoy flying? I think I did. I mean, it was still fun, but it's also literally like my knees touch the back of the seat in front of me. It's pretty uncomfortable at that length. You sent in as well, Jodie. Okay, list is closed. List is closed. List is closed. List is closed. No more send in. No more. Jodie, I don't want to be like super like overly enthusiastic about everything, because I don't know, but I just know that I am going to be overly enthusiastic, and I just need you to be okay with that. I'm going to be almost like annoyingly enthusiastic. Okay, we had Jodie, Puja, and Maria. All right, let's start off with Allison. Let's get started. I'm psyched. I'm so psyched too. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Allison, let me know what you're into today. What do you want? What do you want to work on, love? Coach is not for the tall folk. Bro, that's so crazy. Y'all, I did a spirit flight once. That was bad. Don't do spirit if you're over 5'9". Allison, if you're still here, let me know what you're into, what you want to tune into. Make sure you guys are drinking lots of water. Fits in this suitcase. You fly spirit in 2 days? Where are you going? I feel like I always got the same thing going on, but I'm dizzy and legs feel so weak. Okay. And that's okay. It just feels like you're really tuned in. Because this is also what I've been feeling. Like even yesterday, I like did not even want to work out, which is pretty odd for me, honestly. I really enjoy doing yoga. Okay, let me tune into my energy and then we'll get started. Oh, yay, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. All right, let's see how it feels first time tuning back in. Allison, put a heart in the chat when you're ready. This is a 25-minute the two after that are 15-minute sessions. And then we have, so Allison, Katie, Anna, Jodie, Puja, Maria. I think that's math. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, Allison, put a hand on heart, hand on belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Let me turn this down real quick. Take a deep breath in. Are you feeling the dizziness like mainly in your head? Because I'm feeling kind of like pressure in the head. Sometimes dizziness can be centered in the like main body, but it feels like I'm feeling the head and the legs. Okay, so we actually want to bring you more into your torso. So we're going to almost open up the throat chakra here. I want you to actually literally open up your throat chakra, have it pretty open. I don't want you to super crunch your neck, but I want your throat to be open. And start bringing this energy down. Ooh. Felt like I literally was like shifting. I could feel that. Okay. You can come back to regular neck. We do kind of just want to bring that energy mainly to the heart space. I really do want you to focus on the heart space here today. That's going to help with your equilibrium, to help bring you to center. And then we're also going to kind of bring some of this energy from your legs up. Just want to see what that feels like into the heart center. We're going to spin this energy. Alchemizing here. And letting it then flow back out with strength. I feel the dizziness. And bring that back down. Hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees. Shins, calves, ankles, feet. Down into the earth. You're shifting a lot. Grounding that into the earth. Feel the energy moving down your feet. And visualize those roots extending deeper and deeper. And give your body the time to really slowly bring those roots into formation. Just keep moving those roots. I am back. Welcome, Luna. Let those form, let those grow. And anytime that you're bringing this energy down, notice the back of your calves as well. Tensing up, let that go. If any of your legs are tensing up, just allow it to fully relax, but still bringing this strength through your energy field. Okay, going back up to the crown. And stabilizing the field here, bringing this energy down again. Again, they just keep saying come back to the torso or come back to the heart. That's going to stabilize you. They're saying trust yourself. Trust that the heart knows how to alchemize, but you have to get there. Good. So I was just bringing in some frequencies here to level out the energy, to harmonize your frequencies in your brain. It is going to be a lot here in the back of the head, so I am going to suggest you really just massage the back of your head here. Give your body permission to release, and you might feel chills as you rub the back of your head, specifically down near the top of the neck, where those divots are. I really want you to tune in with that. You're going to give permission to your body to flow. You're going to feel all the way down to your legs when you're doing this too, because we opened up that channel down to your feet. So this is a really good sign that you're flowing energy. Those roots are really necessary to keep you stable, especially when you're feeling dizziness. So feel this energy moving all the way down, all the way to your roots. We do want to go a little bit further down into your shoulders as well here. Just give permission to let go. does feel like there is some tension being held up here, or you're holding on to the weight of the world in some capacity, holding on to the weight of your children. You're like worried. There's control here. There's control here. And so that's going to make it hard to flow through. So we want to let go of that need for control in your shoulders and just let the energy flow. Bringing some water, like waterfall energy, down through the crown and just flowing that down and through all of the brain, through the back of the eyes and through the sinuses, all the way to the back of the head, down through the back of the neck, and down through all of your chakras, mainly also down through your spine. Because with this, we want to stabilize your spine so that energy feels like it is able to move through all of your torso. Again, your energy was held up here in the legs and in the head. We want it to be flowing through all of it. So we are going to stabilize the spine here. I'm going to bring some light down through the crown, third eye, down through the spine, intertwining in and out of each of the vertebrae, creating like a strengthening of your spine. Woo, that feels good. Yay, 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 yay. There was an energy down here by the solar plexus that needed to flow. Good. Down through the womb, down through the root. Hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. Thank you, beautiful. All the way into the earth. Bring that light deep through your roots. Just feel that stabilizing now. So you can visualize a couple different things here, whatever feels good to you. You can visualize kind of a box of energy around you to help stabilize your field. You can visualize almost what looks like a globe of energy around you to help stabilize your field, or you can visualize a cathedral of energy. Whatever feels the most accessible to you and the most freeing to you, choose that. What that's going to do is kind of keep you grounded, but still in tune spiritually. Mainly it just feels like your energy field, like your meridians needed to be flushed out in your torso area. So a lot of our meridians is from neck to root. A lot of those were kind of clogged up. So we're just going to massage out your meridian points, just making sure that the energy is flowing. And use gravity to your benefit here. Allow gravity to flow through all of your points to cleanse it out. Such a sore stomach, yeah. And I'll go into the solar here in a second because I'm feeling that right here. Opening this up. So as I'm opening this up, I want you to feel that dizziness coming down. You might feel it extra strong as we're opening this up as well. And that's okay. It's because all of your energy is shifting right now as well. Open. And allow that to flow down. Open up your root. So if you're noticing any clenching down in that root chakra, open that up. Notice any tightening in the solar or the sacral. Notice any of that. Just let it go. Notice any tension you're holding in the shoulders. Let it go. You're allowed to relax. Just let your body naturally flow. You want to be very gentle with your energy here today. It is very delicate. They're showing me like a puff pastry. They're showing me like all the layers of a puff pastry and being very delicate with those layers, because there is a lot of transformation happening in your field. A lot. So when you are feeling these symptoms, just give your body the permission to fully love on it. Right here. Right here. Just massaging out. You could feel some purging here today. You could feel like, I don't know, maybe the runs. You might have different ways of releasing out of your body today. That can be normal for the amount of energy that is moving through the field. Make sure you are drinking lots of water though. That is going to be essential. What I'm also feeling is like green juices, extra fibers is also going to be good for that gut. Again, stabilizing down through the spinal cord, just feeling the strength of your body. I want you to really feel into your spine, almost elongating your spine as you're sitting, because a lot of times we can let the spine kind of compress. I want you to extend the head upwards, feel the elongation of the spine, and just feel the energy flowing down. Okay, down in that sacral chakra, opening up and allowing your body to change. So there's a part of you that is resisting this transformation, which is going to cause you to stay a little bit stagnant up in those places. So we really want to allow that inner child, and allow the inner child feels like she's ready for this. It's allowing your adult self to be in alignment with the inner child here. Opening up that sacral and saying that it is okay for things to change. It is okay to let go of your human control and to trust and to surrender into the divine plan for you. That's what we want to flow through here. And we want to open up that channel a bit stronger here in the sacral chakra. You might feel some heat or something kind of moving through your field. As we're doing this, there's a lot of energy moving. There we go. Going down into the root, opening this up deeper. Breathe. Yeah, they're showing me broccoli. So green foods today is going to be really good. Things with lots of fibers, things that will keep you grounded, but still pretty active for the heart. Again, we really are focusing on connecting with the heart today for you. Anything that you can do to connect you into love, connect you into that green energy, connect you with grass, trees, whatever it is, something green is going to be really helpful. Bringing this energy through the root, opening this up deeper to stabilize your field. It is okay, it is safe to be stable. It is okay to feel. Moving this down through hips, thighs. Okay, so you're going to feel a little bit of that weird wooziness in your legs as we're moving this energy down. Knees, back of knees. Shins, calves, ankles, feet. What they're sharing with me is that your musculature in your legs is changing. You are doing a lot of releasing. So it's not actually a bad thing that your legs are feeling a little bit weak. It's just a thing. We don't necessarily have to label it as good or bad. But what is really happening is a lot of our trauma gets held in our legs. And so for your legs to be so open to releasing is a really good sign that you're letting go of a lot of trauma. So there's certain ways that we can help facilitate this to move even greater. One of those ways is really just rubbing on our legs, just letting this energy flow down, giving permission for the legs to do what it does best, and to release down into the earth. So that could be a reason that you're feeling that lightness or that weakness in the legs, is there is a lot of releasing. Certain things that you can do for this is taking a bath with Epsom salts or any type of salt, taking just any type of bath really is going to be really beneficial for your legs to have a full purge. And then they're showing me that there is a retraining of musculature, because our muscles were built around traumas for a pretty long time. Good morning, welcome in. And that's kind of where your energy was. And so as that is releasing, now you have to retrain your muscles with intention that is much greater. So there's also intention of, when you are exercising, putting a lot of love into the muscles while you're exercising. This is like, you could just do yoga. There's a lot of intention into those things. Whatever type of exercise is really good for you. Even going on a walk with the intention of just bringing so much love into your muscles is a really great thing for your body. You're going to rebuild up your body with such strength. Then when you're feeling your legs a lot stronger, or you're feeling all of that love going into your muscles, then the rest of your body is going to feel much safer to not be as dizzy or as fluid. Because if our legs are releasing a lot, then our whole body is like, oh, the structure of my life is changing. So that's something that you're kind of going through right now, is the restructuring of your physical body, your physical musculature. And that's okay. But we do want to just keep letting that energy flow. Allowing that to go all the way down through your ankles and your feet, pushing down into the earth, grounding. So as we speak, I'm going to allow some more muscle fibers to be enhanced in your body. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel a little bit of like this weird tension that's kind of coming into your legs. Use this to your benefit. This is a restructuring of muscles in your body with the intention of love and strength, safety, respect, foundation. Very subtle energy as those muscle fibers are opening up. More blood flow coming into the legs. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Down through knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, into the earth. It's going to be a different feeling in your legs, but this is necessary. A re-strengthening. Down through the roots. I'm going to bring more of that water flushing through your crown, third eye, throat, heart, really deep in the heart. Again, deep focus in the heart is going to be really helpful today. Flushing through the veins, the arteries, the plasma body, and the electron body. Let that flow all the way down through your limbs. The reflushing. So again, drinking lots of water, taking a bath. That's your medicine today. And eating broccoli, if you can. So the more that you are going to rebuild strength in your legs, the easier it's going to be to let go of kind of this fogginess or this tenseness in the mind. Another thing with that tenseness in the mind, or that dizziness, is there is just a lot of energetic shifting in your field. And they're saying rest, lay down. Anytime that you are feeling dizzy, it's a call for you to lay down so you can shift easier. Or sit down. And then you're going to be able to kind of shift and teach others, like in your reality that might be experiencing some of these similar symptoms. You're going to already have experienced it and learned how to move through it. But you have to actually trust yourself. You actually have to listen to yourself. Instead of just kind of being like, what is wrong with me? Take it into account and do something about it. If your body is telling you that you're dizzy, lay down. There is a lot of shifting in your field, and that's okay. Hello, welcome in. Okay, we'll do it one more time. We're going to bring down this beautiful light to stabilize your field down through the crown, all the way through the brain grooves, all the way through the third eye, through the sinuses, down through the throat, stabilizing the field. Down through the spine, in and out of each vertebrae, down through the heart, the solar. Really stabilizing the solar. Put your hands on your solar plexus if you need to. Trust. Good. Going down through the sacral. Down through the root. Feel that moving through the hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. Pushing down into the earth, grounding down. Good. Down through your roots, stabilizing. Again, they are just kind of saying, make sure you're resting today. So this is going to energetically stabilize you so that while you're shifting today, it is going to be easier. But they're saying that some of these symptoms are necessary for you to feel. Because sometimes there's even visions that are wanting to come through, is what they're saying. So when you are feeling those bouts of dizziness, they're saying lay down, sit with what we're asking you to see. Sit with what we're asking you to listen to. Things like this. So we can use this to our benefit to connect deeper into the spiritual realm. The reality that you are living in is completely shifting. Be open to letting that shift in your reality. Something new is being created. Stabilize through it. Good. Down through legs, feet, into the earth, grounding all the way down to the crystalline core. Wrap your roots around the core. Send this energy of stability and transformation and light all the way through the collective consciousness, through you as you are stabilizing, as you are grounding into reality. If you want, you can also visualize kind of a connection of your root chakra to like a huge weight that is pulling you down, or even a bungee cord that is pulling you into the crystalline core. Feel that bungee cord of energy really grounding you into reality. That's very essential. Good. Shifting all the way out. Good. Bringing this energy all the way back up through roots, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees, thighs, hips, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, all the way up into the heavens, allowing this to be your truth if it feels right to you, and bringing this energy all the way back down and around you. And so it is. We're going to do one more flush of water all the way through your system. Again, like I'm saying before, make sure you're drinking lots of water. It's going to help today. Good. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. And so it is. And they were showing me Egyptian codes right at the end. So again, anytime that you're feeling that dizziness, lay down, allow them to send you information. That's what they keep saying. And they just keep saying that there's something necessary for you out of all of that. Okay. So that's what we did for you, Allison. Let me know how you're feeling. It's definitely a wild time to be tuning into all of this stuff. So give yourself a lot of grace as you're moving through this ascension. Some of these things they want you to feel. I am good. How are you today? So next up we have Katie. Before we go into Katie, I am going to go use the bathroom. Thank you, Paul. I feel tired. My stomach was moving like so much. Yeah, I felt that too. And they kept just showing me you laying down. So when you're feeling tired, listen. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to be something that you're not. listen. They kept just showing lay down, and they're going to give you also visions in your dreams. So make sure you're tuning into that. Yay! All right, Katie, write down what you want for today. Everyone else, integrate that, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Oh, there's a ladybug. Hi, ladybug. Can you guys see it? Oh, wait. It's a ladybug. Growing up, my room theme was ladybug. Oopsies. Heart solar affected the most, yes. On unemployment meeting, clients, I have one weekly. A program, interesting. Body connection and clarity, okay. Let me write these down. I feel like that body connection and clarity has something to do with clients. So I don't want a 9 to 5. May stop benefits and DoorDash, feeling confused what to do. You know, it's interesting that you say that. That was something I've been, you know, feeling into quite a bit. Not for myself, but like for the collective. There's something so beautiful about being able to work for yourself, whether it is even for certain companies, but there's something so beautiful about being able to choose your hours, choose how you want to work, when you want to work, because there's time and space that we just don't, especially as feminine beings, we just don't feel the same every day. All right. No, not so much. It's totally good. Feeling confused what to do. All right. There is something about sovereignty here that is necessary, Katie, and I think that's a word that we could just tune into, sovereignty. Being able to have divine free will. Divine free will. All right, let's get into it. Let me get my energy ready and we'll get started. This is a 15-minute session. Everyone else can tune in to the secondary energy codes. there's limiting beliefs here. All right, put a heart in the chat when you're ready and we'll get started. Hand on heart, hand on belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. Make sure you're doing a lot of deep exhales. There's a lot of energy that you're releasing out of your field right now. We really want to exhale. So you're in a transitional phase right now of believing or trusting in yourself and your own spiritual gifts. And so as you're in this transitional phase, I am seeing working for yourself in whatever capacity that is going to be the most beneficial to you, because that is going to allow you to start trusting that money comes to you when you want it to. Money comes to you when you want it to. And so for a lot of your time, doing healing full time hasn't been the most feasible or an understandable financial income. And right now you're in the place of transitioning over into that mentality to say, actually, that is very feasible for me. That is very realistic for me. And in that transitional phase, though, for you to feel comfortable to fully feel into that, there might need to be a little step for you. And so that step might be doing something on your own or getting some other type of income. That doesn't necessarily seem like it even has to be. But for you to feel comfortable and confident in yourself to do healing full time, you just might need that step. That's it. It doesn't mean, again, like I said, it doesn't mean that you need to. I do think if you fully believe that you are ready and you are ready to have all of these clients in your field, you will. But there's also a part of you inside of your body that is like, am I ready? Is this something that I'm ready for? And so maybe easing into getting, 1 client a week, 2 clients a week, 3 clients a week, 3 clients a day, like continuing that process of really trusting yourself with your energy is going to be the most important. And so as you're kind of, maybe stepping into a transitional job to help create more of a foundation for yourself, during those moments of creating your own schedule, I want you to be focusing on trusting yourself. I trust that I can believe in abundance. I trust that my finances will be taken care of because I am divinely aligned with the divine. I'm aligned with my highest purpose. I'm aligned with abundance on a regular basis. And that will start to flow in the more that you trust. The more that you trust. So true, building momentum, yes. At first, having something supplemental support the transition, yes. Building momentum is really, really essential. Building momentum, but also building confidence. Because that's really important as we're stepping into being a healer full time. Is really seeing yourself as powerful, is really seeing yourself as being able to handle these things. I think sometimes we can also get a little bit worried of, can I handle all this energy? Can I handle healing all of these people? You can. That's what I want to say right off the bat. You can, because why? Because you are simply just the vessel of spirit flowing through you. It is not you holding on to the energy of others that you're healing. That is not the point. That is only going to cause more harm to you. The point is that you are a vessel of communication. You are a translator of the divine energy. And so in that, you have to learn that you can translate. And you're going to do that in everything that you do, even when it's a job that might not be 100% healing, even if it is just door dashing and you send love into each item of food that you give someone. That is where you have to start. You have to see yourself as being a spiritual being in every single thing that you do, and it's going to help bring much more abundance into the career that you actually want. And that career is going to happen, period. The career is going to happen because that is your soul purpose. Mediumship, First time with a client, it was so beautiful. I felt so honored. Yay! I remember the first time I experienced mediumship and I was like, whoa, I didn't know I could do this. And I'm telling you, Katie, that's just going to keep happening. It's just going to keep happening over and over, where you keep blowing your own mind, where spirit keeps coming into you and you see that you are more and more gifted because it's not entirely you. Yes, it is you because you're opening yourself up to receive it, but it's spirit flowing through you because you've given yourself more time and space to open up to that. So the more that you give yourself time and space, the more you are going to feel confident in your healing abilities, the more you're going to feel abundant in your healing abilities, and the more that you're going to, in that abundance, bring more clients into your field. People are going to be attracted to you naturally because you're a child of God. Point blank, period. That's all you have to do. You just have to trust that this is your purpose, this is your mission, and people will find you. And they will. It's a matter of also trusting yourself and trusting the confidence within. That's what I want to say about that. I feel like I said a lot. But we're going to open up your field a bit more here. Yes. Opening up in your crown. There is a lot of mental blocks here. You're overthinking. Overthinking. How am I going to make this happen? How is this logically going to happen? It's not logical. That's what I want to say about that. It's not logical. It's a miracle. That's the energy that you're working on. You're walking on miracles every single day. When you find money in your bank account for no random reason, that's not logical. That's a miracle. And that's the energy that you're working with. Open that third eye, start trusting deeper. You will also be receiving greater and strengthened gifts right now. They're showing me tea, using tea as medicine, sitting in meditation with certain teas. I'm seeing hibiscus and something else, almost like mint. Mint flushes the system. So anytime that you feel like stuck in your head, drinking mint first can help like flow, and then drinking hibiscus is almost like an activator. This is what they're showing me. Trust. I just keep hearing trust. Open up the third eye just a bit more. Good. I'll feel that really opening. Yeah, they keep showing sitting in meditation is going to be essential. Because sitting in rumination isn't going to help. Sitting, stressing, biting your fingers over, oh my gosh, what is going to happen next? I don't know how I'm going to make money. What am I doing? What do you think that's creating? More cycles of fear. When you can sit in meditation, sit with spirit, trust that spirit is flowing everything that you need to you, what do you think you're creating? A flow of abundance. Which would you rather have? You're allowed to have both. You're allowed to hold both. And don't hate on yourself if you do tune into fear. It's natural, it's normal. But it's not going to be helpful. We do want to choose what is going to be most helpful for you. Sit with the divine every day. Daily meditation. It doesn't have to be much. 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is for you. But sit in the knowing that you are blessed. Sit in the knowing that you are abundant. Sit in the knowing that abundance and clients and things are magnetized to you. You are allowed to be magnetic. You don't have to be in the energy of lack. You can be in the energy of abundance based on the frequencies of your body. Feel into that receiving mode. You are being asked to sit in receiving, to be blessed with reception. And allow the body to feel that. Opening the throat chakra here, there is a declaration that is needing to be had with yourself. Looking in the mirror, talking to yourself about who you are becoming. Writing down in your journal about who you are becoming, what it is that you are asking for. But I do see specifically looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing who you are, seeing the way that you dress, seeing the way that you look, seeing the way that you hold yourself. There's a difference in the way that you hold yourself when you are a full-time healer. I want you to see that version of you in the mirror. I want you to see that confidence. I want you to see that glow. Start to notice that in yourself now. And that is the steps to get you to where you want to be. Confidence, confidence, confidence. Going deeper into the heart. Let go of the old society that was built on fear. Enter into the new society that's built on abundance and that's built on healing. This career that you're tuning into is going to be a normal career that most of society sees and respects and holds reverence for in the future. Tune into that, because as you're tuning into that, you're actually creating a bridge for society. Feel the importance of that. Trust it. Again, everything that you do from this moment forward, understand that it is naturally in divine orchestration. When you're taking those steps, maybe to doing DoorDash, every person that you meet, feel the love from your heart going to them. Place love into the food, creating a different experience with reverence. Beautiful. In these moments of holding trust for maybe it's just even this amount of 15 minutes, that in itself is rippling out into the future reality that you're holding. Maybe right after this, you go back into fear. We don't want that to be the case. But I want you to see how important it is in this moment of trust. And then tomorrow, you're going to hold trust for even longer. And then the next day, holding trust for even longer, as it's a muscle that you're building to trusting yourself, trusting the divine, and trusting that you are doing exactly what you're meant to do. Okay? Going deeper into the solar. More confidence flowing in. That feels a lot better, doesn't it? Going down to the sacral. Opening up with the inner child, as the inner child is so excited about not having to work a 9 to 5. The inner child feels free. That freedom is abundance. Period. You're already abundant. It is already yours. Opening this up, down through the root. And planting this into your reality, trusting that it is all yours, down through your hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet. Down into the earth. If your feet are cold, bring that energy down into the earth, grounding even deeper and deeper and deeper. Planting this light, this knowing, this knowledge, this trust all the way through your body. All the way into the earth, planting this into your city, your town, the world, as you are attracting more experiences to you. Let it go all the way down through your roots, wrapping all around the crystalline core. Light beam flowing through you, all the way down to the crystalline core. Send that up and around to the collective consciousness. And so it is. Bringing this energy actually back up all the way through you, all the way up into the heavens, and all the way back down. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow. Letting it go, letting it flow. Letting it go, letting it flow. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in the present moment. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. There you go, beautiful soul. All right, next up we have Anna. Let me know how you're feeling, Katie. Feeling peaceful, good. I feel like I'm still like, I got the feeling like I'm still on the boat a little bit here. I guess that just happens. All right, next up we have Anna. Anna, let me know if you're still here, love. Thank you. Yes, I did get some tan. I wish that there would have been like less people because I wanted to like sing. I wanted to sing with the sirens so bad, but there was always people around that I just didn't feel super comfortable doing that. Spirit led, excellent. But I did when we got to land and I was able to just like go explore on my own. I did connect with the ocean and in song. That felt good for me. Yes, you are the last one. So we have Anna, Jodie, Puja, and Maria. Oh, I know. I literally said next time that I go on a cruise, I will get the balcony. I don't care how much more it costs. Like, that made the trip for me because my brother and my sister-in-law, they had a balcony and I just went into their room all the time just to like look at the ocean. It was so beautiful. In Vancouver, felt siren energy, made me so emotional. I love that. I love that so much. Okay, let's go into Anna's. Let me get my energy ready. Make sure y'all are drinking lots of water during these sessions. It always impresses me whenever I come back to healings and I'm like, oh, I know how to do this. It's just like my energy kicks right back in. It's just funny. All right. So much energy flowing. Bro, Abby, I forgot you were a Cancer. I understand will always need when I fell asleep out there. Oh, you fell asleep. When did you go? When did you go on a cruise? That's so awesome. Hello, beautiful. Hello, Jessica. Okay, let's get into it. Anna, put a heart in the chat when you're ready, and we'll get started. My spirit team is so happy. They are so happy to be back and to be seen. They love to be seen by you guys. You guys are so lovely to them. This is a 15-minute session. All right, let's do it. Hand on heart, hand on belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. is so grounding. This feels nice. This feels nice to me to connect in. Like, I literally feel all of these roots because you do work with, like, agriculture, architecture, stuff like that. I feel it really strong. So the first person that came up was Archangel Metatron. I'm not sure if you work with him, but he wants to work with you more on understanding sacred geometry. I think obviously as an architect, you're working a lot with numbers, geometry, things like that. Archangel Metatron wants to work with you in a very spiritual space of spiritual mathematics, basically. And as we know, the only way that we can evolve is evolve on both sides. So in order to evolve spiritually, we have to evolve scientifically. In order to evolve scientifically, we have to evolve spiritually. So Archangel Metatron is a beautiful combination of the two of those things, and will help continue to enhance your journey here. That's just the first thing that's coming up. We don't necessarily need to talk about your career this whole time, but I do just want to mention that. Let's open up your crown chakra here. Yeah, I just see so much sacred geometry in your field. The top of your crown has a lot of activity. You've probably been receiving a lot of downloads or insight, maybe subconsciously. It does feel like your spiritual journey has accelerated quite a bit over the last month or 2 months. They're showing me tomatoes. So even eating things that are red could be good for you today. Opening up the third eye a bit more here. They're saying that you're actually pretty visual, but the way that you visualize things isn't, it's very like mathematic is what I see it. But there's even like a psychedelic way that I'm seeing things, like I don't know if you've ever connected with mushrooms, but that could be something that actually enhances your connection to science, mathematics, architecture. There's something about mushrooms that want to teach you something, seeing it as a medicine. Feels like you could even potentially see music. They're saying that you're going to be able to hear more from them. You might already be able to hear more from them. But they're saying you're divinely orchestrated. It's as if they're showing you as like a hand, but like the divine is moving your hand. They're showing that. So it could even be something about tuning into light language through your hands. But it feels like more like writing, drawing. So starting to do practices where you allow the divine to communicate through you, through your hand. And this could even be just having a piece of paper and just putting your hand on the page, closing your eyes, and letting the divine move your hand the way that they want to. And then opening your eyes and seeing the image. Oh, always wanted to try. You should. It feels like it's actually pretty called to your heart. Drawing by hand instead of the computer, yes. That feels like something for you that is like grounding. And it really doesn't even have to be anything. So like closing your eyes, letting your hand move. There's so much more freedom in that. And that word is very necessary for you to understand freedom. It doesn't have to always be mathematic. It doesn't always have to be perfect. I think, again, architects can get that mentality. My brother's an architect, so I've seen it. There doesn't have to be perfection all the time. Sometimes your brain really needs you to just make bad art. Do things outside of the lines. Do things that aren't always structured. You need a little bit of time for you to, even like journaling, sometimes journaling can be very structured. It's literally like your brain needs to just scribble, and that will help the right side of your brain align with your body. It's going to help you balance out. And with that, though, you're going to notice the more that you're just allowing yourself to scribble, the more greater creative ideas will come to you. because you're like, I can think outside of the box here. And when you think outside of the box, and then you think inside of the box, you create sacred geometry, formations. Oh, I love that. Yes. Okay, that's being called to you. I do also, because I'm getting a ton of light codes, I do potentially think that you might be activating your light language through your hands. And that could also be something that is guided to you. So maybe listening to music and just allowing your hands to dance and just see where that goes. There is a creative part of you that really wants to come out without judgment. Because I think, again, a lot of times that we are doing our job, when our job is creative, sometimes we get a little bit critical towards creativity. And it actually creates the boxes. But we don't need boxes sometimes. Sometimes we just need freedom. We need to flow. We need to experience all of the bliss. So that's something that is coming through here. I'm going to be activating some more of your body with these light codes that are coming in. All the way down and through your spine. Again, Archangel Metatron is going to be working with you over the next week or so. But I think he'll probably stay in your field. He's probably been in your field for a long time. But he wants to show himself to you. There's going to be some more, like, again, mathematic downloads that are coming into your mind of, like, understanding sacred geometry, quantum physics, and understanding how that can play a part in your life. I don't know if you do anything with crystal grids, but that could be something that's really good for you. Crystal grids, which is basically like crystal formations in your home. Look that up if that's something you're interested in. Whoa, my stomach. Yeah, again, the inner child saying something like freedom. I just keep hearing freedom in the womb. There's something really essential about being free, not being constricted. So what I'm also seeing, what they're showing me is, I don't know if you've seen those homes that are all literally sacred geometry. They're like spherical in nature. They're mainly like glass or something. That's what I keep seeing in your field of like creating these. I know that this isn't your field because you're doing more agriculture stuff, agriculture architecture, landscape architecture. But there's something about like these homes or maybe even greenhouses that I'm seeing. Creating greenhouses that we haven't seen before. Again, I just keep seeing like think outside the box. There's something that you're meant to create that's really unique for the future of reality. Give yourself the opportunity to create things, even if other people in your business or other people around you will turn it down. They're almost saying this is something for you. And the more that we as a collective consciousness can tune into these new ideas, the more that they will come to the surface, whether you produce it or not. When it is in the collective field, we as a society will create these things. Yeah, Archangel Metatron coming back in. They're showing me the apple, wisdom. Trust your wisdom. You don't need approval by anyone. Trust what Spirit is telling you. They're wanting you to be in meditation. Again, like we talked about the scribbling, that's a form of meditation. They want you to tune in with meditation just a little bit more. Okay, flowing opening in the crown, third eye, throat. There's something in the throat again here. Maybe this is journaling, drawing, scribbling. Any way of expression is really needed. There's a lot that your energy field can provide to humanity. Understand that. Feel that deeply into your soul. Like, just because you are one person doesn't mean that you are insignificant. You have a lot of influence, more than you think. There is a need for a heightened confidence as well in your field. Opening the heart deeper. Again, as I'm opening the heart, I'm seeing all of this sacred geometry. I'm seeing these graphs. What I'm going to do here is also just bring in some scribbles. Just allow a lot of fluidity here. And just allow that to be okay. Settling the heart. It's okay to not be perfect. And in that imperfection, there is perfection. Art is a representation of us. Flowers are a representation of us. Nature. There's a lot actually moving out of your heart. There's like a letting go of expectations in the heart right now. There's a freedom again opening up in the chest, the treasure chest. Beautiful. Bringing that energy and opening up down in the solar plexus as again, more confidence is being called to come in. Spinning and swirling, giving permission for the body to receive greater confidence, greater trust in yourself. And again, more freedom, more flow, more creativity, going outside the box. All of these things are being called to you right now as you are here to help create something new. Going into the womb, opening this up. Again, feeling that freedom, the energy of the inner child, the excitement, riding on a horse. Going down through the root, opening this up deeper, allowing that light to flow all the way through your chakras, opening up in the root, creating safety, to trust your creativity, moving down through the hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. Ankles, 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 and feet. There we go. Grounding into the earth. Down. Grounding the peace of creativity. Grounding the peace of going against the grain or going outside of the box. Not needing absolute perfection from yourself at all times. There's a need for grace to be given to self this week. My stomach is going crazy during this. It's like crazy. A lot of movement happening in that solar plexus. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Bringing this energy, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, down into the earth, grounding down, all the way down into the crystalline core, bringing your new ideas, new creativity, going outside of the box, all the way through human consciousness, as we are the architects of the new reality. Allow your energy to be an influence to the frequency of reality. Understand that you are very important. Bringing this energy all the way back up through you, all the way into the heavens, and bringing this energy all the way back down and around. And so it is. And so it is. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow. So again, stay with Archangel Metatron. He's going to be teaching you this week. Do a lot of creative things that you can for yourself. Step out of the box. If you can go visit like nature, like a river or something like that, that's something that's going to be really good for you. And just keep trusting yourself. There's a lot of good things coming in your field. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. You're so welcome. Sending you so much love. All right, next up we have Jodie. Jodie. I don't know why my stomach was going so wild. All right, you guys, we have Jodie, Puja, and Maria. 3 more. Ooh. I'll send this over to her. So, coming back strong, baby. All right, Jodie. Let me close this. I know I was for some reason like worried I wasn't gonna get any sessions today. I don't know why. I wasn't like really worried, but that feeling of like, what's gonna happen? But I forget that I have such loyal beings in this collective that I love so dearly. And then I also like I feel like sometimes I just forget my strength, and then I see it and I'm like, oh, I get it now. I understand. It's changed in 2 weeks since our last session. I'm even writing a book. Oh my gosh, maybe that was writing as well. Oh, that's so awesome. I felt that. Like I said, I was like, this last month it feels like you've changed so much, but that makes sense even 2 weeks. That's awesome. Yay, I'm so happy for you. All right, let's go into Jodie's session. It says, Spirit-led, what do guides have to share? If there is anything else specific, Jodie, let me know. And we'll tune in. I'm excited to see what your spirit team is going, what they're saying. So, all right, let me tune into my energy and we'll get started. That was a strong breath of life. Okay, I'm curious to see what we're gonna go into. All right. Let me get the time ready. It might take me a second to do some math. 9. Wait. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's get into it. Jodie, put a heart in the chat. And let's get started. I'm excited. Again, anyone else that is here, you guys can receive the secondary energy codes. All right, put a hand in your heart, put a hand in your belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. Okay. So the first thing that they showed me was a fence, but the fence with a gate open, which when they show me a fence, it's all about kind of like limitation, and like kind of being confined into a certain agenda, if you will. But the gate was already open, and there's like this small stream of energy going out of the gate. Stick with me here. This concept of the fence itself is the concept of limitation. And they're saying something about limitation and liberation. They're on the same frequency. Limitation and liberation are within the same frequency, they're just on different sides of the spectrum. So there is a lot of your reality where you have been limited to being a certain person, to acting a certain way, to showing up in a certain type of way so that people might respect you more. There's something about liberating from that limitation to actually create more influence is something that they're showing me. Again, that might be really broad, really wild. Take it how it resonates. This is just what I'm hearing. And then they're also showing me the gate that was already opened actually has to break down so that you can make an even greater gate. So they're kind of showing the gate being like an area where all these sheep are going. If you have a small tiny gate, then all of these sheep are just going one by one. But then they're showing opening this gate to be really big so that a ton of sheep can go in. The sheep is a representation kind of energy and flow and the way that you're moving your energy. So right now it feels like there is this stream of spirituality that is allowed to be accessible in your physical life in the way that you are maybe at work or with your friends or things where there's just this small conversation where they know that you're spiritual, but it's like, we're not going to really talk about it too much. It's just, we'll kind of leave it there. But there's something about this gate actually really opening with respect. And that's very necessary. There is a deep respect about you being much more open because I don't know why. They're just saying that there's so much respect behind it. There's so much respect behind you sharing more of yourself with others. It's as if people are actually listening more than ever before. Whereas before, maybe they would have seen it as crazy. And it's maybe even you would have seen it as crazy if people talked about spirituality in such openness. But there's something changing in reality. And there's something changing about the people that you're working with. There's something changing about your friendships. There's something changing about family. And so starting to understand and access that deeper openness to your spirituality is going to create, I just see like this lineage. I'm seeing like this lineage of you making influence on other people's lives. Because right now is the time more than ever that your influence is needed. The influence of hope, the influence of peace, the influence of justice, the influence of prosperity, the influence of abundance. You've already made such an impact on my reality. Imagine the impact that you can make on so many others. And I think you already have. You definitely already have. But now let's tune in a bit deeper. So that's what they're showing me here right off the bat. Maybe that was very wordy, but I'm going to tune in a bit more to see what's going on here. Opening up the crown. Lots of upgrades in the crown that you've been getting. Yeah, I just keep seeing this coming out of the mouth. You have really good flow. Opening the third eye. Let go of limitation, they keep saying. Even your limitation towards what you're able to see. They're saying that's an illusion. It's as if you're almost putting this cover over your third eye. They're saying you don't need to hold it there. It's like they're showing, you know, like magicians that like pull the tablecloth and like everything still stays there. That's what they're saying with like your third eye, like pull the tablecloth. You are stronger than you've given yourself credit for. You can handle more. They're showing me a lot of Egyptian symbology as well here. You might be called to go to Egypt within the next 3 years. That will be very life-changing for you. Your sinuses opening. Going down through the throat. Opening this up. Yeah, there's a lot of frequencies that want to come out of the throat. Again, it feels like song. All of us naturally are song. We are song. We are vibrations of creation. That is song. Our story, our life story is a song. Though we might feel out of alignment with singing because we feel insecure of our frequency, you still naturally are song. And the way to connect deeper with your spirit, the way to connect deeper with your body, with earth, is through song. And I know I've said this to you many times, but we really want to tune into that song, that sound of vibration. There's insecurity towards high school here in the throat. Open that up. Let it go. The person you were is not the person you are today. And the song that you had then is not the song that you have now. And yet the main frequency might be, the frequency of you is still the same. But the song is different. Yeah, I'm seeing the sirens coming in and working with you towards your throat. Sometimes our greatest limitations become our greatest liberations, right? That's going to be a key theme that you're feeling in this week, limitation and liberation. So for the throat to feel so conflicted, to not want to sing, that is going to be your greatest liberation. When you finally and fully feel so open to let out your song, to let out your frequencies. It'll be good. And it might already be coming to you. Don't hold back. Don't be limited. Okay, opening up the heart space here. Yeah, there's Hathor in your field as well. Hathor has been working on your electron body. There's almost a confusing energy in your field because you're holding two very stark and different realities. The balancing scales. Liberation, limitation. That just keeps coming up. Balance. Going in your heart space. As I'm opening your heart space, I'm seeing all of these butterflies flying out. Liberation. There's such a different energy here. Bringing light all the way through. Relax your mind. They're wanting you to almost be nothing to no one. Like, they want you in this moment to not have any responsibility. Don't be thinking about who you are. Don't be thinking about, even though I know I started off with you talking about you being an influence, they're saying, take a step back from that altogether. You are nothing right now. Just in this moment, feel nothing. Okay, feel the liberation that comes from that. Ooh. Starting to feel your energy moving down to your legs even deeper. There's something that's important about that, coming back into nothingness. Or we've talked about nothingness before as being the absolute goddess, the absolute womb, the absolute void of energy. That can actually be a very beneficial way to always come back to self, is actually acknowledging that you don't have to be anything. And that in itself is freedom. That in itself is liberation. I'm not anything to anyone. How interesting. How interesting. There's so much more energy that moved through when I talked about that. Going down to the womb. I keep hearing the word regret in the womb. But it's not like really regret, but it's this, again, this idea of limitation or liberation. This idea of choosing your career. Do I regret this? Has it been limiting me? But then we hear the other side of the story of, no, this actually created a lot of freedom for me. Both can be true. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Both can be true. You still hold that divine innocence, and I think your inner child, or you are perceiving your inner child to now be wounded because of all of the pain that you had to witness in your career. But the divine innocence is still there. The divine innocence never left. So there does not need to be regret. You are still exactly who you need to be. So what they're showing me in the womb here is a diamond and an opal. This divine innocence that is then flowing and flushing through your womb. They just keep saying you are nothing. And there's so much bliss in that nothingness. There's so much enjoyment to being like, you're right. I don't have to like hold all of this strength, this leadership. I don't have to hold all of this influence all the time. I can just come back to nothing. And let that divine innocence from these crystals liberate through the body. We're going to have that go up the spine. Almost visualizing these crystal layers, crystal colors, influencing all of your chakras. Bringing this diamond energy through your body and opening up each of the chakras with the root, the sacral, the solar, the heart. Yeah, non-attachment just keeps coming up. Liberation, limitation. I really want you to sit with that. Throat, third eye, crown. Just opening up all your chakras here and just feeling the divine flow of nothingness. And just feel everything letting go. Let it go. It doesn't matter. Any of the worries of the world right now, let them go. Any confliction in your heart, any limitation in your body, let it go. It's not needed for you right now. In this moment, right? And the more that we can tune into this nothingness, and nothingness being a great amount of liberation, the more that we are in the divine womb of creation. The divine womb of creation. And we get to create then what reality we want. And we also get to create the limitations that we want. Because in all society there are still rules, but the rules get to change. Ooh, that feels good. The rules get to change. I feel like there's some sort of crystal I want to bring out for you. Maybe I'll just do this. 12 on the clock. They just, like, anytime that I'm like, okay, what else? They're like, no, that's it. Let her keep coming back to absolute creation, absolute darkness, absolute nothing. And in that nothing, feel the absolute bliss of all things. Non-attachment. Letting go of the fears and the worries of the world. Letting go of the old version of you. Letting go, and I want to say this very specifically, letting go of even the beginning part of what I had said about influence. Let that go. As much as it might be true, let it go. And while we're here in this womb space of nothing, we're going to bring in the beautiful light of the heavens, now making an influence in your field like a rainbow, bringing this rainbow of energy down through your crown and displaying out through the universe this beautiful purple color. Going down through the third eye, displaying this beautiful blue color. Feel it in that third eye as it's opening. You don't have to see it, but feel it. Going down through the throat, bringing this blue color out into the universe. This is the energy of creation now. Creating depth, creating beauty from non-attachment, liberation from limitation. Bringing this light down through the heart space. Deeply flowing out. Bringing more love into your heart here and allowing that to spin. This green color all the way through your heart space, through your veins, arteries, plasma body, electron body. Allowing that to flow through you, down and around you. Going down through the solar plexus, opening this up deeper. Such softness here. Such freedom. Nothing is peaceful, isn't it? And they are reminding you you can come here anytime that you'd like. This is the absolute 0 point of your reality. It is really peaceful, isn't it? Honestly, not many people go here because we get so stuck in everything. Sometimes nothing is the medicine we need to heal everything. Get so deeply into your solar. As more love and confidence comes in, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Down into the womb, open this up. And just feel the absolute creation that is flowing through you at all times. Oh, the solar plexus, bring that yellow color all the way out and around you. With the womb, bring that orange color all the way out and around you. And with the root, safety, bring that red color out and around you. And just feel the bliss. Down through the hips, the thighs, the back of the thighs. Feeling the rainbow coming down through the knees, the back of the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, and the feet, pushing down into the earth, grounding down. Feel the spiraling of these beautiful rainbow colors, accessing the absolute nothing, absolute darkness, and from the darkness created light. And so feel that beautiful color moving through the light and going all the way up and around the universe, going all the way up and through the earth, creating a beautiful sphere of rainbow energy all around earth, and allowing the light to shimmer onto reality. As we allow people to stop for a moment, to soak in the stillness, to soak in the nothing. And so it is. I want you to feel the angels around you, honoring you and hugging you, appreciating the work that you've just done for yourself and for humanity. Feel the gift that you are and honor yourself deeply here. You are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do. And you can always come back to nothing. Bringing this beautiful angelic light down through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral root, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, down into the earth, grounding down. All the way through your roots, into the center of the earth, around the crystalline core, wrap your roots through the core, send this light out through the universe, bringing this back up through you, all the way up into the heavens, allowing this to be your truth and bringing this energy all the way back down and around you. And so it is. And so it is. Releasing any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow. So many smiles in that one. I just couldn't stop smiling. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body. Illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field as we all shift together. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours, and my energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. It's always a pleasure and an honor to work with your energy. I did need that. Yay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I needed that too. That was just really beautiful. That was so nice. Just complete like detachment. So good. All right. Jodie, I need to just chat with you sometime. So I'm going to text you after this. But I just want to... Yeah, I'll text you. All right. All right, next up we have Puja. Yay. All right, Puja, 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 Puja. I'm so glad you liked it. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Do we have Puja in the chat? Yay! Spirit-led session. Give me a second before I start this. I gotta stretch my legs real quick. A lot of energy moving through. I haven't had this much energy move through my legs in a while, so I'm readjusting. How did the ladybug get back on my chair? Why do you like my chair so much? Are you dead? Did you die? I don't know. All right. Hello, welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Oh, thank you. Enjoy your boring meeting. Sending you so much love. All right. Spirit-led session for Puja. Again, Puja, if there's anything specific that comes up during the session, please just let me know. We can tune into it. Make sure y'all are drinking lots of water and coffee if you need. Let's see what comes up. All right, put a heart in the chat when you're ready, and we'll get started. Again, anyone else in here can receive the secondary energy codes of these healings. This is a 15-minute session. Next up after Puja, we have Maria. All right. Put a hand in your heart, put a hand in your belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. Sorry. One more breath. Okay. So they showed me very specifically palm trees and Indians. So something about you going back home in a couple days is going to be very transformational for you. And they're showing me a lot already in the throat chakra. And it can go in multiple ways here in the throat chakra. There's some things that you're actually going to not say as much or not need to say as much. So something even about like conflict, like there's some things that you just don't need to continue to talk about or gossip about or something. There's something about that. But then on the other hand, there's some things that you're being called to speak up about or speak clearly about, but it's very specifically not explosive. It's very calm. Like the way you're going to be talking with family is going to be very calm. But of course, obviously, like big emotions can come up and that's allowed as well. But there's something about them seeing you differently is what I'm feeling. There's a greater respect that is in your field that you've given yourself that will be seen by them. Whether you, what I'm hearing is whether you believe it or not. But they do want you to believe it because it will make it feel more real to you. There's something about like not seeing yourself as a victim going back home is going to be really essential. There might be situations where it feels like you're very much the black sheep, and they're saying everyone's the black sheep. Everyone is uniquely different in their own way. See yourself as that. Everyone is uniquely themselves. Everyone is a unique puzzle piece in this conscious field. Everyone has a different perspective on reality. They're saying let go of this feeling of being so different than everyone. But also let go of trying to fit in. Codes coming in through the spine. Yeah, I'm hearing be human. This is your time to really be human. No shame. No shame for your experiences. Just be all that you are. You're on this physical plane for a reason. Obviously, take care of yourself within the meantime, but you're meant to have fun. So go have fun. Enjoy yourself. Changes in the heart space. A calmness. There's a very calmness as you are. Even your flight, there's a calmness. Allowing the angels to be above and below you. Allowing your parents to have a different energy towards you. Giving permission for your timeline to change. Very subtle light language. Feel that relaxing into your field. Again, there's just so much peace. They're wanting to send you so much peace. They're saying, don't stress yourself out before you go. Trust that things will go way smoother than you're even expecting. Enjoy the journey. Give yourself permission to feel good. Feeling all of this energy grounding in, moving from your heart space. I just keep hearing respect. When you're allowed to fully respect yourself, others are more likely to respect you because that's the energy that you're showing to the collective around you, to the people around you. That's the energy you're exuding out of your heart space. Hello, Becca. So you're exuding this frequency of confidence, this frequency of respect. The electromagnetic fields around you, which is other people's auras, are going to feel that. They're going to tune into it and they're going to allow it to be the baseline frequency of your interactions. Again, I just keep hearing respect. They keep saying that. And they just also keep saying, don't overthink it. Be in your heart. Be in your root. Not always up here. You naturally stay up here. And it moves very quickly. You think very fast, 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 fast. They're saying, calm down. Just be. Trust. They're also saying, again, don't be someone that you're not. Don't try to be like other people because that's how they're acting. Fully be yourself in that uniqueness. And in that uniqueness, there is more respect that is given for you to fully respect and trust yourself. I know that that's the common theme here, and they keep saying it, but it's really necessary for you to feel that. Be yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot moving in the heart space. Like these old limitations that you've placed on yourself, and they're showing me even high school. These old limitations that you learned about. That's not the same version of you. It's the same you, but it's not the same frequency. You're also not here to gloat. That's another thing that I'm hearing, which is interesting. I don't even really know what that word means, but it came out. A lot happening in the heart space here. Saying make sure you're connecting with make sure you're connecting with the trees of your childhood. There's something very special. Again, the first image that they showed me was palm trees. There's something very special about your field being around palm trees. There's like memories that are going to be coming back to you this week. Going down into the solar plexus again, confidence, respect, trust, appreciation of differences, love, sisterly love, brotherly love, family love. Even the light language that they're sharing is like super subtle. Like they want it to be very like soft. The activation that you're stepping into, they want it to be like a very, very smooth transition. You've done enough transitions that are pretty harsh, pretty hard. They're saying you're stepping into a new era altogether, where things happen smoothly. Allow that to be. Trust, respect. Going down to the womb. Oh, Kona's coming in. Giving you a little lick on the face. He's excited for you. So, going back to the solar, actually, they're coming back in. They're showing a key, and then they're unlocking it. There's something unlocking in your solar this week. Trust. Going into the womb, opening this up, creating a new version of you. They're saying there's a chance for you to almost feel like you need to revert back to who you were when you go back home. There is going to be a little bit of resistance towards that, and you're going to notice yourself almost wanting to go back to the old version of you. They're saying when you notice that happening, it's okay to notice it, but change that old version of you into the new version of you. It's as if when you're reverting back, you're healing that version of you to be who you are now. Again, there's confidence, respect. I'm also hanging out with my college friends and I'm so different now. Oh. So it's as if you're also, by you almost like upgrading yourself and showing up in that upgraded version, it is going to influence them a little bit. Of course, there's still time and place for you to still be that college version of you. I want to make that clear. Like Spirit just kept saying, have fun, be yourself, enjoy all of you. Because there's moments of nostalgia that come up that are fun. But they are saying again, some things in your college life just don't resonate with you. And it's a matter of bringing that college version of you forward, enhancing yourself. What that's actually also going to do is bring more abundance into your reality, because these old versions of you are no longer stuck in the past. They're being brought forward into a new phase of abundance, into a new phase of spiritual discernment. So that's something that's coming forward there. There's a lot of warmth in the womb. Again, there's new versions of you that are being created as we speak and as you step into a new experience. There's some energy, some traumas from your college that is going to be releasing this week as well. So kind of a little bit of nostalgia is going to come forward to help heal you. For some reason, my right hip is like bugging me. Any abundance blockages coming up at all? Lots of expenses coming up out of nowhere. Sure. And I'm feeling it a lot in my hip right now. So like I just said, there's old versions of you that are still stuck. And when you're stepping into your abundance here in this old reality, you're going to be shifting that abundance forward, if that makes sense. Again, a lot of times we can tell that we're taking it to the next level of abundance when Spirit gives us opportunities to trust our abundance, to trust ourselves. And so that's something that you're tuning into. It is, again, what I said over and over, trust and respect. Trust and respect. The question is, I was going to do yoga after this, yes. The question is, do you feel any abundance blockages coming up? Because I could tell you that over and over. I could give you all of this information, but unless you can identify where those abundance blockages is, what I say doesn't matter. It's a matter, can you identify that? And when you identify that, can you do something about it? Can you change the mentality? That's what's necessary here. Okay, so that's what's coming up for you. Yeah, this is so weird. My literal right hip is so, feels like it's like a Charlie horse. Can you trust? I can trust that money will come to you, but that doesn't mean anything to me unless you can trust that money will come to you. And bringing that down into the root, we're going to open that up. And I want you to feel the golden light abundance going down through your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, and allow it to sit in your root. Feel the abundance, feel the golden energy in your root chakra, coating all of your body. Now coating down through your hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet down into the earth, grounding in this abundance into your roots, allowing your body to trust. To trust that it is aligned for you alongside of aligned action. Both are necessary. Sometimes those moments of initiation of more expenses are called for aligned action in your highest good. So something you've been wanting to do more of, but you've been resisting because you're not trusting yourself. even things like healings or connecting with more clients. Is this your time now to fully be confident in who you are as a manifestation coach? Trust, no doubt. Feel the abundance coming through you as a lubricant to more money coming into you and through you and around you, as money is meant to flow. It is not meant to be stagnant. You are meant to use it. You are meant to love it. Enjoy it. Feel that coming all the way through you. All the way down. Through your knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, into the earth. Grounding in. Through your roots. All the way down to the crystalline core. Wrap your roots around the core. Send this energy out and around. Bringing this energy back up through your roots, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees, thighs, hips, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, all the way up into the heavens. Allowing this to be your truth if it feels right to you, and bringing this energy all the way back down and around you. And so it is. Let it flow. You got this. Trust yourself. Respect yourself. Those two concepts, trust and respect, keep coming up. Release out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected, bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. There you go, beautiful soul. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right. Next and last for today is Maria. Do we have Maria in the chat? I don't know where she sent in. Let me see. I'm sending you so much love as you go explore your hometown again. I think that's going to be, well, maybe not your hometown, but part of your home. Oh, yay. I love that. A white bird. Even like a white dove is like the energy of like a promise, right? A promise. Promise. Do we have, oh, there you are, Maria. Where did you send in, love? Oh, right there. I found it. This is a 15-minute session. Maria, is there anything specific you want to work on today? So, activation. Of course, with activation, spirit will guide what is needed. So if the body is more needing a cleanse before an activation, we'll do that as well. But we will do what we can with light goes, with different things. Let me get my energy ready. This is the last one for today. I'm so happy to be back, you guys. It's good to be here with y'all. All right, Maria put a heart in the chat when you are ready. This is a 15-minute session. We will be done at 1:01, and then we'll close out for the collective. So thank you for being here. Put a hand on heart, put a hand on belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Wait, give me a second. Okay, let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. Okay, really interesting. A lot of what I saw was like plants. Like I saw lettuce, I saw carrots, and I saw roses. Something about growth. Like it feels like you're really in a growth mentality right now, or a growth energy right now, even if sometimes it doesn't feel like that. There is a lot of things that are changing in your reality. You've created a really beautiful foundation, or a really beautiful fertilization for yourself, with your spiritual hygiene and things like that. It does feel like the rose, you are really being initiated into the rose lineage, which is, I think, something I've talked to you about, which is like Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Hathor, Isis, all of these goddesses. They're working with you quite a bit to tune into your healing abilities more and more. I'm feeling like you might be hearing more, like you might be connecting more through prayer or meditation, and actually hearing like yeses and nos, or like hearing certain responses from your team. That's only going to continue. So stay in tune with yourself. But again, going back to like the garden thing, you might also be called more to like physically gardening right now, or like getting your home ready for gardening, or something like that. Female divine, yes. I feel them very, very strong in your field, and they're going to continue to be initiating and working with you as you're here to be a frequency upgrade for humanity. So again, continue to trust yourself through all of that. I'm going to open up your field deeper in your crown. Yeah, you're doing a really good job receiving, is kind of what I'm feeling. Like you're doing a good job receiving from the divine and doing your own spiritual hygiene. And if you aren't necessarily doing like daily practices, maybe this is also your call to do so, to really honor them. I don't know if you have an altar, or like you light candles for the divine or for God consciousness, but that could be something that could be good for you. I'm also seeing something about bread. They're showing me bread. I don't know why. They're showing me bread and butter. Both. Excellent, excellent. You do. Excellent, excellent. Good. That makes me very happy. I can tell, like I can literally feel it in your field, like, because I've worked with you for quite a bit. You just had banana bread. I love that. I've worked with you for a while now, and this is the clearest I've ever felt your field. So I just want to affirm that back to you. You've been doing a really good job. I just see your spirit team smiling. They're just very proud of you. I do suggest you buy yourself roses and sit with them in meditation. There's something that your team wants to show you through the rose. And it's kind of like when you buy yourself roses, it's like buying It's like buying something for your altar or buying something for your ancestors. But since you are the physical embodiment of your ancestors, like it is a gift to yourself. And your ancestors want some flowers, and you want some flowers. Again, they're saying you have created a really strong fertilization and foundation for yourself. Okay, let's go into the root, opening this up deeper. Bringing this energy down through hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, down into the earth, grounding down. They're showing you on a boat, and like you're stabilizing yourself even through the motions. Even though things around you are flowing and like moving like highs and lows, you're still stable, which is really good. So let's see if they want to bring in any activations down through your crown. Bringing more enhancement into the ears, hearing deeper, seeing more. I could see you, I don't know what you do for work or if you do anything for work, but I could really see you doing something with candles or herbs, like candles and herbs, oils, things like this, and like selling them or sharing them with others, because there is such reverence behind you and what you do that it could be really beneficial to share that with others. And your ancestors have been talking to you pretty strong. They are guiding you very deeply. They're showing me corn as well. So lots of growth analogies here, lots of foods, grounding energies. Lots of activations in the crown and the third eye. I'm going to try to bring you down, but they keep doing stuff. I'm trying to get down to the throat. There we go. There's going to be some songs that your ancestors are wanting to teach you. It's almost like just harmonies, like certain harmonies that feel really ancient are going to be coming through to you. I don't know if you have one of those drums. Sitting with a drum and just singing your song is going to really bring a lot of spiritual activity into your field. Even just listening to a drum on YouTube and singing with it, something about that feels really relevant. But if you can get the physical drum, that would be really beneficial to you. Okay. Oof. Going down to the heart, opening this up deeper. There is a change in people around you. And it might be very subtle, and it might still seem like a lot of like restriction or like judgment from others around you, but they are starting to understand you more. They're starting to understand why you are so in tune. And they're starting to respect it whether they have shown you or not. Not all of them, but some of them. We've talked about this before, I know, with your field. But it's opening up wider than you've seen it before. There might be people in your reality that actually start to ask you questions, not questioning you, but genuinely out of curiosity. They want to know why you care so much. And so your heart is expanding deeper. Every time that you hold reverence, every time that you connect with your spirit team, there's just such an openness, such a peace that is flowing through you. They're also showing me eggshells. So maybe an eggshell cleanse. Shout out to you over on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm feeling an eggshell cleanse.
If you've ever done one of those, that feels really relevant. And they're saying you no longer need to walk on eggshells. You no longer need to hold yourself back because other people might judge you. It's not about that. Just be you. And you are a divine trigger to awaken. Because right now, the awakening is so, it's like, the best way to say it is like the veil is so thin, right? Any moment of trigger or any moment of questioning allows someone to like swoop into the awakening or swoop into their spiritual divinity. Don't hold yourself back. Don't try to confine yourself to other people's standards of you. Be all of you. Be open. You are medicine, is what I'm hearing. You are medicine to your family, to your lineage. You are the remembering. Your ancestors are so close to you, and they're teaching you, whether you see them or not. Okay, going into your solar plexus, bringing in more confidence and more trust into your own spiritual gifts. Lots of energy moving here. Bringing the sunlight into your solar, activating here, spinning, and accelerating this energy out and around you. There's this holiness. I keep seeing this. There's this holiness. Bringing this through to your sacral, opening this up deeper. Allowing the inner child to be enhanced here with divine innocence, with divine trust, divine freedom, divine play. Divine play. Going by a river, going by a creek, connecting with the trees, connecting with the fae, connecting with the magical realm. All of these things are being called to you right now. To be outside, to play, to have fun, to have freedom. Freedom. There's something about your influence of freedom. There's this free-spiritedness inside of you that wants to be seen, wants to be felt, and others around you will witness the transformation in that. There's such beauty in your field. I just love this. There's so much, like they keep showing me like white, like almost like even white, like a white robe or like a white veil around you. Like there's just so much white light energy going down through your root, opening this up deeper. Good. Going down through the hips, thighs, back of thighs. There's a lot of energy still held in your thighs. So rub your thighs like this. Bring the energy down. And let it move. Down to your knees, the back of your knees. Really rub the back of your knees as well as this energy is moving. And the front of your knees if you want. Bring this down through the shins and the calves, the ankles and the feet. Pushing down into earth, connecting deeper. I want you to just move your ankles a little bit. There's something about wanting you to go on a walk, walking in nature, freedom. A lot of this energy is being called to you right now. There is much more of a liberation in your field, much more freedom in your field. There's like a non-caring, non-judgment energy in your field that is really prominent. And again, they just keep saying you've created a really beautiful foundation for yourself. And now that it is like spring season, you're about to grow so much. You're about to grow like a huge, beautiful tree because you created that beautiful foundation, that beautiful soil for yourself to grow. You're about to just, whew. So make sure you're drinking lots of water to hydrate the body as it is growing into the next version of you, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the things. All the way down through your roots, really extending those roots even deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, grounding all the way through the earth, all the way down to the crystalline core, wrapping your roots around the core, bringing this beautiful activated energy, this beautiful energy of your freedom down through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, down into the earth, all the way down to crystalline core, extending out into the universe, bringing this energy all the way back up through you, up into the heavens, declaring this to be your truth, and bringing this energy all the way back down and around you. And so it is. So a lot of energetic transformation, a lot of energetic activation. You might not feel it physically, but a lot of things are taking place subconsciously. A lot of things are taking place in your reality. So tune into that. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow. So, bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field as we all shift together. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. There you go, beautiful soul. Keep following the path that you're on because it's really beautiful. And you might just get a little bit more spiritual messaging through your ears and maybe a little bit more in your third eye. So be in tune with that. And so it is. Yes. All right. For the collective, thank you, all of you, for being here. I love being back. Like, I love being back. I love my job. I love what I do. I love you guys. I love the universe. I have so much love for everyone. You're so welcome, beautiful soul. And I'm just so, so grateful to be back. And I'm excited to be back here also on Friday. So if you guys didn't get on the list today and you do want to get on the list, well, I guess if you do want a healing, you can go do a recorded session or you can book a one-on-one session with me. Whatever works, whatever feels good, and we'll make it happen, okay? I love y'all so, so dearly. Let's close out for the collective. Let's send some love real quick for the universe, for the world. We've been doing that all day, but let's bring in this beautiful rainbow of energy, bring in this beautiful light beam of creation, new earth down through our crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet. Dig into your roots. Send this love all the way through the earth consciousness, all the way through to the crystalline core, bringing this energy out and around to all of the collective consciousness. Let's bring this energy back up through the roots, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees, thighs, hips, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, all the way up. And we're going to go up into the grid here. Let's just bring this overflowing amount of light through the top of our head, down through our feet, and just feel the electro current moving through your aura or your torus field as we are continuing to enhance human consciousness into something really, really amazing. I know there's a lot of transformations right now in reality. Send as much peace, grace, joy, love into reality as possible. 50 people can change the world, so we're there. 46. Look at you all. Let's do it. All right, beautiful. All the way up into the heavens, bringing this energy all the way back down and around you. Let's release out any last energy that doesn't serve us here, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow. Beautiful. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. And so it is. And as always, you can always check out these healings over on YouTube. And I will see you guys back here on Friday. I'm so happy to be back. Bye. Bye, YouTube. Thank y'all for being great. I love